writing an article on my Substack today, and I was using ChatGPT for both research and for some visuals, because that's what the article was about, graphic design and the future of AI intertwined, right? So I just wanted to walk through a couple things here that are interesting. We're talking about the cotton gin, so it gave me a quick breakdown. You can see that in the article. But it gives me this breakdown, and this is pretty good. I mean, it's more or less what happens. I'm not sure what this feather situation is. The brushes are down here, asking it about an inflection point. What's the true definition of that? And then a high-level timeline of printing presses since Gutenberg. Did a great job with all of that. And then this is where I really wanted to push it, because I've been trying to see how good ChatGPT is as a graphic designer, because I wanted it to recreate this chart in this style. Great job visually, but we start, if we look closely, have a few different things that are missing. And sometimes I'll just kick it back to it and be like, hey, do you see what's missing? Do you know what happened? Because it's using like different models. Like the language model is quite a bit different than the visual model, and they kind of work together, but it's not amazing. And so the second one, moved some numbers around and created some more typos. And then I marked it up and was like, hey, if I give you markups, will that work? Can you make it happen then? And it really couldn't. So I'm like, so a little beyond you still, huh? It's like, yeah, guilty as charged. That kind of precise visual revision, reading and correcting handwritten markups, adjusting exact values, and preserving a very specific vintage style, still pushes the current tools past their comfort zone. I can get you close, but for pixel-perfect edits with fixing exact numbers, text alignment, and nuanced style consistency, a human, like your graphic designer self, still wins. It knows I'm a designer, and it couldn't give me vector. It gave me a ping, and then it gave me a ping again. And I was like, so both of these are still ping files, not vector. Vector means editable to far more degree. Ping is just a raster-based imagery. Raster just means that it's made of pixels. What do you have to say for yourself? He's like, you caught me red-handed in flat file fraud. I can't do these, and I can't do these yet. Hopefully soon. Interesting. Try as SVG. Eventually, I actually got something that I could edit, but we look at this, and then we look at this. These are quite a bit different in terms of right? This looks like a 12-year-old made it in Word. All that to say, it's helpful. It's a helpful tool, and I like pushing it to see what it can do. But as I said in this article, it's more like an intern at this point than a replacement graphic designer. I can push it farther and get file types from it because I know the language to ask it, in the same way that I could get them if I was working in an agency setting. Your average user probably not going to be able to make it perform even to the degree that I can. So I know the question is, will AI replace all graphic design? Is the graphic design industry doomed? And that's simply not the case. It's another tool. It's a really powerful one. So is the computer. And I'll push out a couple of articles here through my Substack about some individuals that were still doing the old paste up method, photographing everything, cutting out with X-Acto knives, sending things out to print and back into the 2000s, which is right as I was getting into computer graphic design. I'm a little nostalgic that I missed the old style, but apparently a lot of the chemicals were pretty toxic. So, dodged a bullet, I guess.